Hello, my whoop friends. It is no longer a secret why the BetaFPV Meteor 75 Pro 04 produces 20% more thrust than the BetaFPV Meteor 75 Pro in the analog version. To be honest, the mystery is not completely solved yet, but the motors are definitely not the cause. I know that now after this test, and you will find out and see it for yourself in this video. For those who do not know how this story started, here is a short summary. When I flew the BetaFPV Meteor 75 Pro 04 for the first time, I was surprised by how well it flew. I then did a static thrust test and found out that the BetaFPV Meteor 75 Pro 04 produces almost 20% more thrust than the very similar analog version of the BetaFPV Meteor 75 Pro, despite externally identical looking motors and identical ESC settings. I then published my findings in a video on this YouTube channel and asked the question why the Meteor 75 Pro 04 produces more thrust. Some people then claimed that it was because of the motors. At that time, I rather suspected the 12-amp ESCs. The motors seemed unlikely to me as the reason for the difference. I have now swapped the motors and repeated the static thrust test again and can say that the motors are definitely not the reason for the difference. The test setup was the following. The kitchen scale used to measure the static thrust has an accuracy of 1 gram. I performed the test on both whoops on the same day indoors at the same temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. And with the exact same Lava II 1-cell 680 milliamp hour LiPo, which I freshly charged to exactly 4.35 volts directly before the test on the exact same charging port of the charger. And on both whoops, I applied the exact same contact enhancer to the motor plugs and pins. This is a modification which influenced the results of the flight tests. However, equally on both test whoops since I applied the contact enhancer on both. But unfortunately, I cannot reveal more yet, my whoop friends, because I may develop a product for you. At the moment, I can only reveal this much. The flight tests, or more precisely, the static thrust, were definitely influenced by the contact enhancer. I cannot yet reveal by how much, but it is more than some people think. I personally already know. I tested it extensively with multiple tests. A video about it will come within the next half year. Stay tuned, my whoop friends. A few words about the sponsors of this video. BetaFPV, Stabilant 22 Contact Enhancer, Deoxit Contact Enhancer, and NPS Encore Contact Enhancer are the sponsors of this video. This video would not be possible without these sponsors, but this video would also not be possible without your support. Thank you very much for your support on Ko-Fi.com and through the affiliate links in the video description, as well as for your likes and comments that motivate me to keep going. Thank you, my whoop friends. So the reason for the difference must be the ESCs, or more likely the large MOSFETs, and probably also the layout of the flight controller. The fact that this flight controller only integrates the ESCs and the 2.4 GHz ELRS receiver is probably also one reason for the difference. Because of that, maybe the board layout could be optimized, and perhaps that increases the efficiency of the ESCs. The HD VTX is separated on this flight controller and sits above the flight controller with some distance. That means the flight controller is cooled better, and the heat from the HD VTX does not transfer to the flight controller. I do not know exactly what the reason for the difference is, my whoop friends, but it is definitely not the motors. That much is clear now, and it is probably a combination of what I described before. From my point of view, The main reason is the 12 amp ESCs with the large 3x3mm MOSFETs, which also provide more performance on the 65mm tiny whoops, as you know, or at least can suspect if you know what to look for in my big 65mm thrust test video. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this test. For me, it is clear. At the moment, I only buy tiny whoop flight controllers with real 12 amp plus ESCs with the large 3x3mm MOSFETs. But I already knew that before this test. I hope with this video, I was able to make clearer to some of you what I myself have known for a longer time. If you appreciate my work on YouTube, you can support me financially on Ko-Fi.com and buy your products through my affiliate links. And your comments also motivate me to continue. Of course, I am also happy about likes and subscriptions. Happy flying, my whoop friends.
Some additional information can be found in the video description. Please watch my many other tutorials on this YouTube channel if you want to know more about how to modify a tiny whoop or how to learn FPV flying and racing.